What is going on, everybody? You have Tone here, and I am here bringing you guys my PLC week number 4 battle. This week we are taking on Kinderton and his Virginia Escavaliers. Now, if you guys did miss our last battle in the PLC, we did unfortunately lose 2-0. So we're trying to avoid going on a two-game losing streak here, and we are taking on Kinderton. Unfortunately, we couldn't play this game on Wi-Fi. We had some issues, so we decided to just go on the showdown. Hopefully, this will be the last time this happens, to be honest. But anyway, so I'm just gonna jump straight into the matchup and whatnot, as my opponent has the potential to bring Pelipper, Mega Venusaur, Escavalier, Espeon, Electivire, Kingdra, Rotom Heat, Hitmontop, Tapu Bulu, Drapion, and the Palossand, with his Z captain being the Kingdra. Pretty interesting that he drafted both Mega Venusaur and Tapu Bulu. I know it's pretty weird seeing two grass types together like this, but if it works for him, it works, so can't really complain about that. As for the team that I built to try to counteract this team, as the main issue I had with trying to build against a team like this was making sure that rain was not a factor in the equation. So I tried to make it so I put myself in the best position so I wouldn't lose to late game Kingdra, which is, as you see, he did bring. So the team I brought for this matchup, I have a special defensive Celesteela with Leech Seed, Protect, Heavy Slam, and Air Slash. Air Slash is very, very nice and spammable because his Leech Seed immunities are both weak to flying, so that's nice. Heavy Slam is just here to do a little bit more damage to stuff like the Electivire and the Electivire, Espeon for the most part. It was not really just there for coverage, it was just there just to have something to hit Electivire a little bit harder in case he's like an AV set. Then we have Garchomp, which is Life Orb with Sword Stance, Dragon Claw, Earthquake, and Fire Fang. For the Bulu, it's a very strong hitter in general. Max attack, enough speed for Drapion, rest, and HP. Then we have Seismitoad, which is just Stealth Rock 3 attacks with Stealth Rock, Scald, Hidden Power, Electric, and Sludge Wave. Max HP, a little bit of speed, and enough special attack to 1 KO a max HP, 0 special defense Pelipper with Hidden Power, Electric, with Stealth Rock damage. Then we have our Mega Lopunny, which is the exact same moveset as last week. The only difference is I am running Adamant Nature because its fastest Pokemon is the Espeon, so I'm just running enough speed for that. Then we have Tauros coming back again. Rockin' Life Orb with Body Slams and Headbutt, Fire Blast, and Surf. Surf just lets me hit Palossand harder if he did decide to bring it, and especially if it's raining. And then lastly, for the first time this season, we are bringing the Glalie. Glalie is running Spikes, Freeze Dry, Weather Ball, and Super Fang. So the idea with Glalie was to lead off with Glalie, try to get up as many hazards as I can with Spikes. This also is an anti-lead for Pelipper. If you decide to lead with that, as Freeze Dry will blow it back. And then I have Weather Ball here. On the off chance he decides to go Rotom in the rain, I click Weather Ball. It turns into a 100 base power water type move, and I do have a good chunk of damage on that Rotom Heat. So as you see, the team decided to bring, he brought the Kingdra, the Espeon, the Pelipper, Rotom Heat, Drapion, and Mega Venusaur. So more or less what I expected in this game. It's going to be a little bit more problematic to try to get up rocks. Another thing to notice, he didn't bring rocks himself, as I believe his only Stealth Rocker was the Palossand. Yeah, literally Palossand was his only Stealth Rocker on this team, so I really don't have to worry about rocks on my side of the field unless they get Magic Bounced back by Espeon. At the very least, I still feel as though my best play was to just lead off with Glalie here, try to get up as many hazards as I can before the Espeon can try to come. If he leads off with the Espeon, I'm going to go hard Celesteela, and just, not really hard Celesteela, I'm just going to try to get off as much damage as I can, because I don't really need Glalie that much. Just seeing what he brought here, like, it's really just here to, like, anti-lead Pelipper, like I said. And it's not like I don't have any other way of dealing with Pelipper as a whole. So, let's see how we do here. So, I'm going to lead off with my Glalie here, and he decides to lead off with Mega Venusaur. So, I don't know what things want to do. Is I want to make the hard reading the Celesteela. He makes a double into his Drapion. So, I'm going to try to go for Elite Seed here. He reveals a taunt. So, that's perfectly fine. I'm just going to fire off an Air Slash here. He decides to go in the Rotom Heat. I'm sorry. So, yeah, I'm going ahead of myself. So, that play happened later on in the battle. So, I doubled into Lopunny, expecting him to go for like a knockoff here. And he makes the, double into his Rotom Heat. So, I don't know what the Rotom Heat's going to do here, but I think my safest play was to fire off a return. As he decides to go Pelipper now, which is fine by me, can I get off damage on the Pelipper. So he gets the rain up here, and you can see the damage here. That is an offensive. That is looking like an offensive Pelipper, and he reveals he's Rocky Helmet, so he's not Damp Rock, which means that this rain will not be here for very, very long. So that's great for me. He does reveal Rocky Helmet, so I do take some chip damage, nothing I can't recover back later on in the battle, as seeing as though that return is going to KO this Pelipper, I'm just going to stand in and click return again, because he doesn't really have a normal resistance on this team, so Mega Lopunny is going to pick off the Pelipper here, despite taking some extra damage with Rocky Helmet. And he comes to Kingdra when I'm going to play go hard Cybertoad. He goes for the Dragon Pulse here, does a decent amount of damage here. So I believe here I went for a Sludge Wave here to go for another Dragon Pulse here. I went for Sludge Wave this turn on the off chance he expected me to go for Stealth Rock. So I wanted him to go into Espeon here, so I clicked Sludge Wave. In hindsight, I could have clicked Scald here, but I figured if he stayed in, then Scald wouldn't be doing much to Kingdra because it 4 times resisted, so I didn't want to make that play. So I believe this is the turn here I get my Stealth Rock, as he decides to try to weaken me down with Dragon Pulse. Now I'm going to make the switch out into my Celesteela, but the rain is now gone for good. As I go into the Dragon Pulse, my Celesteela. Now here is where I kind of messed up a little bit, as he does go for the Waterium Z. Here, that was a turn I probably should have gone back in the Seismitoad to scout for the Waterium Z, because Seismitoad would have just absorbed it. And it would have prevented my Celesteela from taking 53 from the Hydro Vortex, but it did eat it up pretty well. So, I also could have protected there to scout too, but I figured I would try to get damage on Kingdra, but Kingdra wasn't an issue, especially with rain being gone for the rest of the game. So, at the very least, I believe I'm going to go and protect first and get back some leftovers recovery. As it goes for the Hidden Power, I'm assuming that's Hidden Power Electric. Actually, now I'm going to make the double switch into the Rotom Heat as I go for my Leech Seed. It felt pretty free to me. I knew you wouldn't go hard Espeon here because Espeon is really touching me. So now I'm going to protect here and get some more health back with leftovers and Leech Seed health as he goes for an Overheat. So I go here. I believe I go try to stack off my Seismitoad here to try to get this free switch into my Tauros. As he goes for the Will-O-Wisp here, connects it. That's totally fine by me. I'm just going to get more leftovers and Leech Seed recovery from this Rotom Heat. And he's wearing it down tremendously. He's going to switch out here to back into Kingdra as I go for the Scald. I don't get the burn, but it's fine. I was actually expecting Rotom Heat to have Hidden Power Grass, but he didn't. So then I decided to go down to the Dragon Pulse here to give me a free switch to my Tauros. I revenge kill with the Body Slam. So Kingdra's down, and comes Mega Venusaur here, and I believe I go back into my Celesteela. Yep. I go back into Celesteela here as he doubles out into Drapion here. So he revealed Taunt on Drapion the last time. So I'm going to go for Air Slash this time, as he goes for the knockoff here, knock off my leftovers. I could have went hard Mega Lopunny, but I decided not to. I get up a good amount of damage there with the Air Slash, even though I'm not invested in offense. So I'm going to go hard Mega Lopunny as he goes for the Taunt this turn. So now here I'm going to go for the Power Up Punch here. Do a good chunk of damage as he goes for the Poison Jab. Do a good amount. He doesn't poison me, but he doesn't have, like I said, no normal resist means that's a dead Drapion with return. My taunt ends. He goes hard Espeon, and this Espeon, the way you send out Espeon, this is screaming Choice Scarf. So instead of risking him not being a Scarf, I am just going to go hard Celesteela, as that's the reason why I kept around this Celesteela. As he goes for a Psychic here and does negligible damage as he goes for Psychic again. And I'm going to click Heavy Slam this turn, and it's going to almost take out the Espeon here, as I believe I go for another Heavy Slam as he fails to take me out with the next Psychic, as down goes the Espeon this time. And I get my special defense boost, but it doesn't mean that Mega Venusaur is going to come in and revenge kill me. However, he decides to go for Elite Seed this turn, which I found interesting, as I go for the Air Slash here and I get the crit, which sucks for him because of the fact that not only is my Celesteela going to drop here, but it allows it gives me a free switch into my Mega Lopunny, because that crit ensures that Mega Lopunny will be cleaned up the rest of this game, because all he has left is his Speaking Mega Venusaur and a Rotom Heat that had to come in on Stealth Rock damage, and it's definitely within range of an Adamant Max Attack Mega Lopunny return. So I'm just going to click return here 2 more times, as Mega Lopunny is going to come in and clean up the rest of this game here, and that is going to be a good game to my opponent, as we're going to come away with a 4-0 win against the Virginia Escavaliers. Mega Lopunny putting in a lot of good work this game, picking up 4 kills, if I recall correctly, and then Celesteela picking up a kill on the Espeon, and Tauros picking up a kill on the Kingdra. So overall, this was a very solid game. The only thing that really sucked was the Air Slash crit on the Mega Venusaur, but I think in hindsight I didn't really think it mattered that much, because of the fact that I had ways of wearing down Mega Venusaur. Like, I had Zen Headbutt on my Tauros. I still had my Glalie, which I could Super Fanged and all that stuff, so it's kind of hard to say what could have happened had the crit not happened. But this Pokemon is a game we play. Good game to my opponent. Check out his side of the battle, all that stuff. So yeah, we are now 3-1 in the season, so very, very nice comeback from last week. I believe Mega Lopunny now has 7 kills in the season, which is, I think, tied for the league lead in kills, so that's very, very cool. So next week we take on the Brooklyn Breelooms, I believe, if I recall correctly. So another interesting battle to look forward to. I hope you guys did enjoy the battle. If you did, leave a like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And that's gonna be it from me, guys. Sorry if it's like sort of brief and short and whatnot, but it's gonna be a little bit more a little bit pressed for time, so I wanted to make sure I get something up before I get swamped with work and stuff. So one other thing before I leave, my MPO Minors Week 4 game will not be uploaded this coming Thursday. It will be uploaded next Thursday, as we're taking a break this week. So if you don't see an upload on Thursday for the MPO Minors, that's going to be why. So I didn't explain in the last video I put up for Thursday, so getting it out the way now before I forget. So that's going to be it from me, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until the next time, this is Tone signing off for now. Peace out.